I have some updates for you, including a demand that I not post a video. Welcome to the channel. I'm Liz. I get people the help they need when they're stuck in an RV nightmare. That help has included factory repairs, extended warranties, cash settlements, and a boatload of buybacks. None of this could have happened without you liking, subscribing, and sharing, making this channel the force that it is. 2 weeks ago, I brought you the story of Megan and Eric.
There was a hole in the floor. I could see the grass underneath us. It was about 1.5 inches wide.
They're a young family with 3 kids who purchased a Heartland fifth wheel in April 2025. They were soon beset with problems, including a crack on the exterior that you could see inside, leaks, and mold. Where we left off is that Heartland, which is now part of Jayco, they agreed to a buyback, but it was just a loan payoff. The update is, through my advocacy, I was able to get a full buyback. This included their $10,000 down payment, all the payments that they have made in the past year, and their insurance payments. So that's, probably $20,000 total right there. Now, this happened after my production deadline, but before the video came out. Then I received multiple emails from Megan asking me not to post the video. This is because they were now getting the paperwork for the buyback, and they were asking them, Jayco was asking them to scrub the internet of any social media posts they had made about their ordeal. For example, if they had gone to the Heartland Owners Forum and they talked about everything they'd been through, they needed to remove those posts. So imagine if you're shopping for a fifth wheel, the exact one that Megan and Eric have, you're doing your research, you're on the Owners Forum. Well, guess what? You're not getting the full picture. That's why these videos that I make on this channel are so important. I explained to Megan and Eric that this is my social media, not theirs. Of course, they gave their consent before the interview that yes, this was going to be a YouTube video. And so I said that of course this video is very important. It still needs to go out. Then I get another email from Megan. Since we have achieved our buyback, we would like to formally cancel the release of our video. Well, that's not how it works over here. I write the top executives of the RV manufacturer on Monday. I tell them a video's coming. They spring into action, and I report that to you on Friday. That's 220,000 of you that's behind me making this happen. I could get nothing done without you. This is why I don't like the NDAs, the non-disclosure agreements, because it seems like the RV industry tries to pit the people I'm helping against me. It's very frustrating. So Megan ceased all communication. She stopped responding to my emails. I continue to advocate for her and Eric. If you watch that video, you know that this fifth wheel left the factory with an open seam on the roof. One of the walls was built too high and allowed water to come in. Funtown RV was the selling dealership, and they inspected it twice and did not catch that open seam. So I pressed the dealer for a cash settlement. I recommended $25,000. I have not heard from Megan to confirm if this occurred. I do not charge for my services, by the way. This is all done through donation. I wanted to have my channel be a force of good and create change, and I know that I'm doing that. I know that not only am I helping the people that are featured on this channel, but I'm helping you to educate you and in doing your research. If you would like to make a donation, I absolutely would accept and appreciate it, and I'll put a link in the description. Next up is Newmar and the case of the missing VIN and VIN marking being out of compliance.
I can't sell an RV that doesn't have a VIN on it, and now I've got this $660,000 fine.
Now, if you're shopping for a used RV, you'll definitely want to replace your mattress. But did you know if you're shopping for a new RV, those mattresses can be like cardboard, even if you spend over $100,000. For the last 4 years, I've been sleeping on an RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding. I used to wake up feeling stiff and sore, and I thought, well, that's just because I'm getting older. But ever since I've had the Brooklyn bedding mattress, I wake up pain-free, refreshed, and I feel great. I have the Aurora Luxe, which has a built-in chill pad, and I love it. RV Mattress has free shipping right to your door. It's super easy to set up, and it's fun to watch it puff up. They have a 120-night sleep trial and a limited lifetime warranty. If you're interested in an RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, just go to rvmattress.com/LizAmazing, put in the coupon code LizAmazing, and you'll save 30%. Brian and Jennifer tried to import their expensive motorhome from Canada into the U.S., and they got stopped by border agents. They could not find any marking at all on the chassis, and the VIN marking in the interior was out of compliance. One of the agents went to a local motorhome dealership, and all the Newmars he looked at were also out of compliance.
If you're driving around with a vehicle without a VIN, it's a problem. Imagine if that vehicle gets stolen, or you get into a car accident, or if anything happens and now there's no VIN on the vehicle, then there's questions to be answered.
So the border slapped them with a $600,000 fine for trying to import a vehicle that was out of compliance. This improper VIN marking, this VIN being out of compliance, could potentially affect thousands of Newmar owners. The update is that lawyers have it now. Brian actually had to hire both Canadian and U.S. lawyers. He says this is going to take a long time. This, of course, could be very troubling for Newmar. I reached out to them for comment, but I got no response.
This is 2 years of our lives that we are not getting back.
George and Nora bought a brand new $300,000 Tiffin motorhome. You saw this video I did at the end of January. They had endless repairs, including leveling and hydraulic system, as well as a black tank leak. 4 attempts have been made at repair, including 2 trips to the factory.
We are in Red Bay, Alabama for 67 damn days.
This was supposed to be a luxury upgrade for George and Nora, and instead they have a beautiful, fancy, expensive motorhome that they can't use. A little over 2 years ago, I had my first Tiffin case, and I spoke to Lee Tiffin, the president of the company. He actually tried to bribe me to not post that video. He said, "I'll make you a Tiffin ambassador. I'll fly you out to the factory. You can do a tour. You can do lots of content about how wonderful Tiffin is." Well, I had a motorhome at the time, but it was not a Tiffin, and I couldn't imagine being a Tiffin ambassador unless I somehow would suddenly have a Tiffin. So I declined that opportunity, and I went ahead and posted that video. And ever since, I have not been a fan of Lee Tiffin. I believe the problems at Tiffin are at the top. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know there's not a shortage of Tiffin nightmare problems. When Lee Tiffin abruptly quit last month, I was like, okay, finally, George and Nora can get the help they need. I contacted the interim president and presented their case again, but nothing so far. I have an update for you. Tiffin arranged for their motorhome to be delivered to a repair shop almost 200 miles away. The repairs should be completed next week, and then they'll deliver it back. I recommended they drive down there, inspect it, and test everything before accepting delivery. It's been 2 years of George and Nora dealing with this, and at this point they're done. They just want a buyback and to move on. What changes do you think are needed at Tiffin? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the work that I do. I could not do it without you. And I'll see you in the next video.